having, and it would be an important debate because nobody has all the answers, is how do you deal with this crisis? How do we work with countries around the world to reduce carbon, to transform our energy system? How do you do that? That's tough stuff. Nobody has any magical answer. But that should be the debate. The idea that we're still debating whether or not this is a real issue when the scientific community tells us this is the planetary crisis of our time is extremely distressing. Planetary warming is causing sea levels to rise. National Ocean, NOAA reported that global average sea level has increased 8 inches since 1880. Several locations along the East Coast and the Gulf of Mexico have experienced more than 8 inches of local sea level rise in only the past 50 years. What we are talking about, if we do not get our act together, is major cities in the United States and countries around the world, parts of countries around the world being underwater. As a result of rising sea levels and increasingly intense storms, catastrophic storm surges have been rising as well. You know, people talk about financial issues. I will remind my colleagues that Hurricane Sandy cost this government alone over $60 billion. And all over the world, there are projections that we will be spending trillions of dollars in order to deal with rising sea levels, extreme weather disturbances, and other manifestations of climate change. I would remind my colleagues that in a certain sense, this debate that's taking place today is very similar to a debate that took place 50 or 60 years ago right here in Congress. And that is, we had tobacco industry lobbyists coming in here and heads of the tobacco industry saying, tobacco causing cancer? Oh no, that can't be the case. And they brought doctors in here, guys who were smoking Kools and putting ads on television. And they were spending huge amounts of money trying to convince the American people that tobacco had nothing to do with cancer, emphysema, and other serious illnesses. Finally, the truth won out, and the truth will win out on this debate as well. Our job is to transform our energy system, work with countries around the world to reduce carbon and to help save the planet so that these young people will have a habitable nation and a habitable world in the years to come.